Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Techno Analysts. I'm your host, Shirley Singleton, and today we're going to be looking at part two of technical analysis. We'll be looking at Snowflake, which is a stock chart. Um, the stock symbol is snow. There we go. This is the day chart, and so I'm going to point out a couple of things on this chart. So you see these little E's down here? That's earnings. Like, when they do their dividend, and they say that, oh, well, these are the earnings that we made, over the past quarter. So that's what that's for. And then from before, I have boundaries of the absolute highs and absolute lows. You can see we're still down low, and there's plenty of opportunity for growth here. But I want to point out this what we see here. This is what's called a gap. Yeah, it's a gap in price, which means that on this day, since this is a day chart and each one of these candlesticks is a day. On this day right there, the price closed here, but then the next day it opened up here. So that's so typically in stocks that are that on charts when you're trading um in different markets, and the market is based off of some type of reality, some type of value assessment, as opposed to, say, a meme stock where people are just trading it because this price generally always goes back and fills in that gap, which we see happen here. So that is something that I wanted to point out, so that we could, you could look for that um, in other avenues and other occasions. I mean, because like there's a gap here, and the price comes back and it fills in that gap there. There's a gap here. Well, I don't know if there's a gap. No, there's no gap there. But yeah. So then another thing I'd also like to point out in this um on this chart is that we are making it's making higher highs, this highs, this and lower and higher lows. That's an indicator um of an upward trend. But we have here where this high did not make it was when it's not higher than this high. So that's an indication that, the trend might be changing. We have a trend line here that I've drawn that the price hits it on several different places over a long period of time, which means that typically indicates a stronger trend line, or a trend line that has more weight to it than a trend line where you got it, like, right up against the back of the bars. Okay, so that is, whoa, there you go. It's a little bit, I I the chart kind of went out to make it a little bit more defined. As I I had it squished in. I have it squished in so I could get more bars on here, so I could look for larger trends. So another thing that I like, and that I showed you on the other showed you previously, is I like to look at the Bollinger Bands. We got the Bollinger Bands again. They're back in action, and you can see where it went out of the standard deviation here and it returned back in. And like I said, that's good for you know, for checking out trends, looking for trend reversals. All right, so let's well, get rid of this, and then let's put on my standard group of indicators. My go-tos. These are my go-tos, and it looks like it's pretty much hit all of the pivot points. Um, so that's looking good. It looks like here that it's probably it's testing the waters here because we have a hammer candlestick right here where the price opened here at 170. The low was 161, and then the high was 174, and then it closed at 172. So this means that it tried to go down, it tested the down action, the market wanted to go up with this. So this is a very resilient stock. Um and let's look down here at the Chandy's momentum, and it's moving from the oversold to up here would be overbought. It's still got a way to go, so it looks like this will probably continue its upward momentum. And that's Snowflake. And thank you for joining me today. Um, and we will continue to look at technical analysis, and I'll get more in depth with um, different trend lines and buy signals, sell signals in the future. But this has been kind of like a first introductory type deal. I look forward to speaking with all of you in the future, and make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Have a great day. Peace.